Hello everyone again, and today we have here with us Jiwon Kim, who comes from South Korea and the city.
I'm originally from Jeonju and I'm Jiwon.
Okay, and today we are going to get to know about the South Korean culture, how it looks like. First of all, thanks a lot for joining us today, Jiwon Kim, and it was a pleasure having you here on the show. So quickly we start off with our food section. So what are the normal food dishes you normally have in South Korea?
So like for the normal meals, like the composition of each meal is like rice bowl, and you usually have soup and all the other side dishes.
Okay.
And sometimes like if it's a like special family dinner, then you have like huge main dish in the middle or so. But that's how the main normal traditional meal is like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any names of the dishes you would like to tell? You can tell them in your language. It's okay.
Well, I like the soup called miyeokguk. Actually, it's seaweed soup. It might sound weird, but it tastes good. Whenever like all my foreigner friends give it a try, they pretty much all liked it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of a soup. Does it have meat and stuff inside?
It depends. It depends like what you put it in.
Okay.
But the main ingredient would be the seaweed.
Okay, and particular kind of drinks you have in South Korea that goes along with the food?
I feel like Koreans eat a lot and drink a lot. Literally, you can check the statistics. But the most representative one would be soju. So that's like light vodka, I would say.
Okay.
And you can find it quite easily in Munich too. Yeah.
Okay. And in general, what do you prefer to have as a food?
Like personally.
Yeah. As a South Korean food, I would say.
Yeah, of course. So I like the rice roll called kimbap. So it looks like similar to sushi but without fish, but mainly with the ingredients of like vegetables. Sometimes like people will put sausages in or tuna in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my go-to food.
What are the normal timings of food?
Timing, like I would say like breakfast is around 7 in the morning. Lunch around noon or 1 p.m. Dinner, well, I would say it's earlier than normal European time, so around 6 or 7, I would say.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. And do they have some late night stuff or?
Nah. It's not like other countries.
Okay.
Oh well, we do have lots of delivery foods.
So,
okay. Like people might use it as a like midnight snack.
Okay. Thanks a lot for all the Korean food. Let's move on to some activities. So, what is the common hobby in the South Korean people that they go for?
Well, it's because of Corona, like lots of people joined hiking these days.
Okay.
Like a lot of like people started hiking. Yeah, so I see that one as a big trend. Besides, it's really, really diverse, and there are millions of different platforms that you can join to the new hobbies. So that's actually one of the hardest questions to generalize.
Okay. Apart from the core, if you see generally, do they go in football or stuff, or is it table tennis, ping pong stuff?
I would say like there are lots of like clubs for the football.
Football, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite common. I don't know, for a hobby, my friends go for the PC bang. That's like the game playing with lots of like fancy computers in it.
Yeah. Like, arcade games and stuff.
Yeah, like to be honest, I just went there to sleep after drinking. But my friends really do play the games there. Yeah.
Okay. And what is the go-to destination for the South Korean people when it comes to vacations and stuff?
Vacation. For me, it's Jeju Island, always. And it always has been my family summer vacation destination.
Okay.
If we don't go abroad. Beside, a lot of people go to East Sea because they have like deeper seas with super clear water. Yeah.
Okay. And if you go, like if some South Korean person has to go outside Korea, where will he go for a vacation?
Well, South Koreans don't have much of the legal vacation days, I would say. So I know lots of people go to nearby Asian countries. Like the easiest destination would be Japan.
Okay.
Lots of people started traveling China to diverse countries, as far as I know.
Okay.
Also to those like South Asian countries.
Okay. And is there any event special for you people around the year? Like for example, you kind of celebrate?
Oh, like you mean some kind of like traditional holiday?
Yeah.
Or so. We have
Something related to culture, yeah.
Yeah, we have like two big things. One is we also celebrate Lunar New Year,
Mm-hmm.
and we also have what was the English name? Like in fall,
In
like celebrating harvest.
you can tell the Korean name, yeah.
Yeah, we call it like Chuseok. Yeah, so like
Okay.
that's usually some sort of like celebration after harvesting. Yeah, so like Korean has been like agricultural country a lot, so.
Okay. So harvesting after harvesting, like the agriculture stuff, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks a lot for all the activities that you guys do in your free time. Let's move on and celebrate some Korean weddings. Okay. So what are the normal way of doing a Korean wedding? How many events are there?
It's quite simple. Some people say it's too simple or too westernized in a way too simple way. So like people often book wedding hall, invite people, they walk along the aisle, like the couple walk along the aisle, some celebrations. But that one lasts only about an hour to 1.5 hours.
Okay, yeah.
And we have like simplified version of Korean traditional wedding ceremonial afterwards in the same building, but that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I make it longer?
Yeah.
And another big trend recently is like people call it small wedding. So beside it, like inviting like hundreds of people, like some couples prefer to invite really small amount of close people, and then instead make it comparatively luxury with longer events, with better foods, some kind of like home party mood-ish. Yeah, so I would say that's another trend.
So how many people are there in this small wedding and the other wedding you told before?
I would say like the big weddings, like normal weddings would be like hundreds, like 200.
Okay.
Like it could be like 100, 200 normally, I would say.
Okay.
But like for the small weddings, it can be under 10 or under 30-ish.
Yeah,
just really with the close people.
Okay. Any particular food or drink that's like fixed with the weddings that if you're having a wedding, you need to have that food or drink?
No, not really. I can't come up with any kind of specific food when it comes to wedding.
So there must be rice, of course, right?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Like they often provide the foods in a buffet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I guess it's the general way of doing it all around. Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot for some wedding stuff. Let's have some personal perspective of yours regarding the Korean culture and people. How are they? So anything that you people are a little sensitive talking about when you are talking to someone who is not South Korean?
Oh, okay. Well, because of the like historical background, it's always tricky to deal with issues with Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so you can see people getting the most competitive. Like I can see like people getting more like fascinated about some kind of like football game between Korea and Japan than any other game. It's somewhere like that. So you should be really careful with it.
Okay. And who do you think is the most famous
football player?
Son
Heung-min.
So everybody knows him, yeah?
Yeah. He's now like the recent national hero.
Okay.
I mean, like he's been showing really great performance as far as I know. So.
Okay. And what do you think is the best trait in the Korean people, for example, which they feel proud of?
It may sound boring, but diligence. They are really diligent, and you sometimes see very nice creativity, but I would pick diligence.
Okay, thanks a lot. So that's it from the question that I had for you regarding the South Korean culture. So do you have something to share with the audience that you think that people should know about the South Korean stuff? Some touristic stuff you want to share, or some cultural stuff that I missed out?
It's really hard, but the one thing that I would like to recommend to the foreign visitors, it can be a lot more fun if you try to distinguish the cultural differences among Japan, Korea, and China. It may seem like a wholesome bunch, but if you try to look into the differences, it can be a lot more fun to you.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that would be my biggest tip that I can give you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it's a bit pity that most of us that don't belong to that part of the world,
Oh yeah, that's true.
it looks similar. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I also go to like Chinese food store to get Korean foods here, so
Okay.
I know what it means. But it can be a little more fun.
Okay, thanks a lot for all these questions.
You're welcome.
At the end, I have a small assessment test for you,
Okay.
in which I ask you some Korean stuff
Okay.
and see how your knowledge is regarding that. Okay, so you will have 3 seconds to answer each of
Okay.
those questions. Okay, so what's the most popular Korean sport?
Taekwondo.
Okay.
I'm a black belt, by the way.
Okay. Okay, and what's the traditional Korean costume?
Hanbok.
Uh-huh. And what's the largest island in Korea?
Jeju Island.
And what's the most popular surname?
Kim, which is mine.
And what's the most famous Korean song in the last decade?
Not my favorite, but Gangnam Style.
Oppan Gangnam
That's
Style.
right. Okay, then thanks a lot for your time today, Kim, and we wish you a pleasant evening today. Thank you very much.
you.